And now, I shall resurrect Slifer the Sky Dragon!
Oh man, he just brought back an Egyptian god!
Slifer's attack points are determined by the number of cards in my hand. And since I'm holding 4, he now has 4,000 points!
Hey guys, this is Slifer Maniac. Guys, it is about time to go on with the Let's Talk About It series. Now, to all of you who are new to this channel, welcome to this fabulous Yu-Gi-Oh! Community on my channel. And to others who already witnessed this, what I'm going to do at the end of each arc and at the start and beginning of a new arc, I will put on a little bit of a resume of the last saga and a little bit of foreshadowing and prediction what's coming next, or doing even a little bit of lore here and there. So the Battle City arc, we will be leaving Domino City right from the streets to Battle City. We already passed the Dual Tower when we will get back on track, right directly deep dive into the Battle City, Domino City, and so we are skipping the Dual Tower, the Battle City Finals, which we already had. We'll just, you might say, dive directly into the Virtual World arc, and from there we're going back to the streets of Domino, then to enter the Orichalcos arc finally. And that's about it. I loved building these deck profiles from Battle City. Probably I will never get back to this very era again, so I wanted to make a little bit talk and result what is all about, what was my highlights. Maybe you just can't comment down below which deck profile you like most, which character, why, and where. Further on, I have to state that I loved to research for those decks, building these decks, to make them at least playable for the GOAT format. For most Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans, the Battle City arc is the highlight. For me personally, it is one of the highlights, but not my favorite saga anymore. It is one of my favorites, that's for sure. You might say that it's at least number 2, but as I'm a little bit interested in archaeologic backgrounds, there's another arc which I'm personally preferring to this one, since this is more focusing on ancient Egypt lore, you might say. But there is another arc, of course, then there is another concentration on a specific theme, which I won't be spoiling, because if we are coming to that arc, then I will reveal it to you finally. And that's about it. That's just one I want to tell you. So that's the arc we had, and that's the arc we had, and now we're diving directly into the next arc, which of course is the arc of none other than this gentleman in his soundtrack. So we jump directly into the Virtual World arc, and so basically, what is the Virtual World arc about? The Watch the World arc is about the feud of a family rivalry in between the Kaiba family, which of course is based on the grudge of Gozaburo Kaiba and his, you might say, beloved son and Shadow Prince Noah Kaiba, who we didn't witness that he would be there, and yeah, that we didn't witness that he would be there. There was no knowledge of him whatsoever, so he was like non-existent in our view. And then it was revealed that there was a son, actually a real son, not an adopted one like Sado and Mokuba Kaiba, who were like just there to like motivate Noah Kaiba, who seems to be allegedly lazy and not hard working enough, at least after the stance of Gozaburo Kaiba. And there were of course the big five, the very outcast five company elite five, which who were conspiring against Sado Kaiba and Mokuba Kaiba again in the Duelist Kingdom, together with none other than Maximilian Pegasus, in order to cast out Sado Kaiba and Mokuba and gain the leadership of this very company, which they didn't succeed since Maximilian Pegasus was defeated and Sado Kaiba came back to overthrow, or to better say, to reject the conspiracy and get rid of those five guys. So there was also a glimpse of the virtual world already in between the sagas 1 and 2, since Yugi came and Joey came in order to save Kaiba, who tried to release his new game, and they were luring him into a trap where he eventually faced the big five with the five-headed dragon, of course. And there then Yugi, Joey, and Mai assisted him in defeating these five off for the first time, but they weren't gone for long. So after in between Battle City, but because after the streets of Battle City, after the preliminary rounds, in between even the Battle City finals, but because it wasn't right before the Battle City finals that the virtual world arc is taking place, but it's in between. It's, I think, as right before the semifinals are starting, they are being lured into this computer virus, and the airship is then gained over. The systems, computer systems are taken over from Noah Kaiba, and he then lures them into the virtual world by then luring him into this, I don't know, it's like from the ship onto a station. I don't know, it was an underground station, but they lured him there, and then they knocked him out, all Yugi and his friends, and then they did put them into a virtual world link with their brains and minds and the computer systems, and there were then. This was when they were meeting the Big Five for the second time, of course, along with Noah Kaiba. Gozaburo Kaiba was behind all this, but was, unfolding himself very late. So he's the ultimate boss of this very arc. And this very arc also has another very speciality, because it's not a tournament like in the Duelist Kingdom or in the Battle City. It's really about life and death, but not about like losing your soul, but losing your mind and body to your enemies, basically, who then would be taken over your bodies, since they don't have any themselves. Especially Noah, who I forgot to mention, had met with an unfortunate car accident back in the days, but Xaburo Kaiba, with his company Noah's Technology, managed to preserve his mind in the virtual world, and that's how it all came to this. So Yugi and his friends have to face the big five, Noah, Kaiba, and Xaburo, in duels, where they have to fight for their bodies. And the plan the big five, basically, along with Noah and Xaburo, have is to take over their bodies if they lose their duels. Which almost happens with one of the members of the Yugi group, but I won't spoil which one it will be. For you guys who didn't watch the series, I won't spoil it, but if the deck profile, then I'm putting down the deck profile, then you might then guess who it might be, but maybe I will tell it, but yeah, I won't tell it now. So further on, there's also another specialty about this arc, because those 5 monster cards which you witness are standing for one monster card, which is representing the deck master of the corresponding people. You see those numbers on here, and every man resembles one a monster, and they have the shape of these monsters, and they are at the same time their deck master. So what does a deck master mean? Deck master basically means that you have to put out one of their monster cards, and this very monster card has special abilities and skills, and you can put these skills into play. But if you do, you have to put them on the field, and if they are destroyed, then you lose automatically the game. You also can lose by points, of course. It's like a normal dual monster game in that matter. But if you put your deck master onto the field and it is destroyed, then you lose automatically the game. But like I said, the deck masters are there, and you can use their abilities. Like I said, the big five do have already the shape of their deck masters. And Yugi and his friends, they were put onto a duel one by one. Later on, the big five unite, and Yugi and Joey have to duel against them. So it's a little bit confusing. You have more, not only one by one duels, but like 5 against 2 then, and so on and so further. So it is very odd, you might say. It is very particular, because it's no competition. You have this deckmaster system, and you have very unusual constellations in terms of who's playing against who. Just comparable maybe in the Battle City arc with the duel against 4 against each other. I mean, like Yugi, Joey, Kaiba, and Merrick, who fought against each other, but could also protect each other in order to determine who's to fight against who in the semifinals. So we have this very different constellation here, and it's very quality and high amount of variations in terms of dual style, eventually we will be having those big five as antagonists, along with, of course, Xaburo and Noah Kaiba. And then we will also have an united deck of the big five, because like I already mentioned, there will be also dueling against Joey and Yugi as specific. But I won't tell why. I won't spoil too much, because I will be talking to a couple of details later on as I'm showcasing the deck profiles to you guys. So moreover, that was that, and yeah, I'm looking forward to building these deck profiles. Partially I also already did, but I have to make some corrections here and there. Of course, I'm still will be focusing as always to make it more playable, because deck like Yugi's and Joey's, but or others as well, have sometimes very many high level monsters, which makes the deck almost unplayable. For example, Yugi has like even cards from Kaiba in his deck, so it does make it a little bit more confusing. But I had to make my own interpretation of that very fact. So yeah, I did, and yeah, I'm glad to like let you see the result, and you then make up your own mind about it, and let me see it in the comments. I'm looking forward to that, and to building and to representing the deck profiles now very soon. I'm going to starting off tomorrow, and then I'm looking forward to, yeah, to see your comments, views, and opinions about all that. Well, this is about it. Just this all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, guys. We want to grow. We want to hit the 100. Then perhaps anytime hit the 1,000. And yeah, I'm very ambitious, and I hope all of you are too. We want to grow as a community, and yeah, enjoy our very, very beautiful anime as well as TCG hobby that most of you like me have like 20 years back in the days, because I'm very one of a kind also in that matter, that I many people also, not only me, because I just like said I'm one of a kind, because you might say everyone is individual, but like yeah, I'm one of those Yu-Gi-Oh fans just for 20 years like now, or 21 even. And back in the days, yeah, it's of course a nostalgic factor why I'm doing that, but I'm also enjoying the game. I'm a fan of the anime. I'm a fan of the TCG. Always been. I had many breaks in between those 20 years where I just stopped and then I restarted. And 1.5 years ago, I said, okay, let's make a channel out about it, and I was putting up all the character deck profiles from Duel Monsters era until Vrains and Rush Duel. So we have a long journey before us. I hope you guys accompany me on this journey, enjoy the journey, and yeah, give me the pleasure to lead you and guide you on this journey, and yeah, give you a contribution to that very to that very journey, and yeah, looking forward to the future. So like always, I hope you guys have a good evening, good morning, good midday, good afternoon, wherever and whenever you might witness this one. This is me, your Slifer Maniac, and peace.